Hello, 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 and welcome to Bad Mouse Gaming. I'm your host, Dave, aka Bad Mouse, and we are back in Foundry. Yes, I know it's been a while since I've putting up videos. I'm working two jobs trying to keep things together here, and it's getting into the busy season at the moment. But we're pushing through. I got Grounded's coming out. We're going to do some Grounded videos. I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, so last we left off, we have these four science stations working away here. And these are the last things I'm trying to get pumped up. I have to do them several times to get through them all. But we did unlock the monument. Now, that was a big deal. I mean, not because I earned it, but because it took so much to build. It's basically like a science station. So you are going to need 400 steel beams and 200 polymer boards. And then it's going to take... I got to explain this to you. But before we get started, let me remind everybody, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now is the perfect time to do so. Go down there, click that subscribe button, leave a comment. I like to interact in the comments. If you have a thought, put it down, and click that like button if this is something you guys enjoy watching. And with all that said and done, let's jump into this and let's talk about the mess I'm in. Alright, I am trying to beat the daylight here. The sun's about to go down, of course. But this is the last operation you guys have seen where I left off. Yeah, I brought that pipe in here from the other side and we started constructing polymer boards down there. That little bit is all it took to do Science Station 4. I thought I was going to need all that. But since my last video, I am trying to build the most efficient startup. So I'm going to give you a tour of my little efficient startup. But before we get started with the little tour, I do want to show you the monument situation and what's going on over here. So let's just run over there. Trying to beat the sun. It's going to get dark. I'm going to wait till daylight to show you all the stuff on the outside here. Once you place this down, just like the science stations, you have to finish building it with more parts. It took an additional 10,000 plates to build this. Now that it's built, we need to construct our monument, evidently. And look at that, another 2,500 steel beams, which wasn't a problem. 4,000 polymer boards. We are making those over there. 2,500 high-tech machinery parts. And in case you don't know, that takes polymer boards, hydraulic pistons, advanced machine parts, which is more steel beams. So I had to create a kind of a storage area. So it is starting to turn dark. I want to show you this over here. Then we're going to go down to the storage area, trying to show you what I can outside. And then outside the mountain here would be our last little thing we look at when it comes daytime. So all this over here on this side is just to make tracks. I found out quickly I can't send the tracks down on the same elevator that stuff is coming up. Because if this jams up, that jams up that side too, and that won't... Say the tracks jam up. It won't move the elevator to allow more of our rubble to come up. So I found that I'm going to put all my tracks on this side. We got ingot, exoferrite, yeah. And then the blue stuff, I can't think of it. And then I got an elevator that goes to each. And then this side here is the actual ores coming up. Now, I haven't done the last one yet, but I do have the placer in there so I know where to dig to. I'm going to show you down below here how I got this going. Alright, so you can see, I am jammed up because I haven't built anything to use this stuff yet, but it's all processed. So we got 3 nice little miners here. These little miners that became a headache. Not these particular ones, but I've had miners run into each other. And I've had mines run into elevators, and I'd have to move them over a couple spots and then set them free again. So if you want to get some of my advice here, use your compass up there in the corner and try to run everything on a parallel line maybe, but have, your mines going in one direction. Otherwise, they're going to start crossing each other. If you got some of your ingot mines going west and some of your ingot mines going south, chances are they're going to cross each other and it's not going to look good. So let's go down to the next level here. Alright, and you can see a very similar setup. 3 bots. I got tracks coming in on one side and then ore going up the other side. Now the further down we go, the further over these tracks go. So the floor we was just at is right above us, that track. So when you're at the surface, you see all 3 in a row. But we won't see that in each room, which I kind of like. And you see, they are doing okay. They are jammed up because nothing is using the stuff that we're making. So it's just going to sit there. Alright, and as you can see, I have done nothing down here yet. I don't need steel pipes for anything yet, so that's that. Alright, and then from here, I do have some tracks going down underground. And they go over to that side to make the tracks. I said tracks going. Yeah, well, these tracks. Taking ore underground. Over to make tracks to build more of this. And then we have another output of the ore going this way. So that you guys can refine it into what I need. I do have some of the refined ore going in here, and these guys are making plates. So I got 3 sets of plates set up and machine parts made. I'm not sure if I need them yet. I am going to need them. But I'm using all the highest tier parts I can though. If you see, these are green. Like I said, all this is just to make tracks. Alright, so let's go look over here. My whole mountainside thing here, it goes all the way around over. All of this up here I built first before I realized what this is going to entail. But I'm kind of glad I had all this because I've just been handcrafting up the high-tech machinery parts. So like right now, I need some hydraulic pistons. It looks like, we need 232. Yeah, 232. Now we have the door going into the mountain here. All this is for what's behind this door. My storage. Which is expandable to an extent. I do have belts running everywhere back here. So starting down here, this is just a junk. I'm throwing stuff in here. Oh, I didn't know I had those. That's going to help out tremendously. So yeah, I just been storing some junk in here. You know, stuff I don't need in my inventory. I keep the trains in a specific place. But yeah, I guess I'm good with that. And machine parts, some wires, floors, plates, steel beams. And then we have these. We need all those. And do I have those twice? I think I have them twice. Two, 5. So we got plenty. We got plenty. So we will be finishing that monument as soon as those things get done rolling out. So I do have 3 more spots here open. I kind of embarrassed about the back here, but yeah. It's a lot of belts doing a lot of weird things here just to supply all this. Then I have access to get down here. Good deal, huh? This will be blocked off though once I'm done. Alright. Let's wait for daylight. We'll wait for our things to spin out. And then we'll go check out the rest of the mountain here. And then build this. Alright. It is starting to become daylight. We got pink clouds. We are on top of the mountain here. Looking down at everything. But this is where the power starts. So I have down here. Going all the way down. That's an elevator going down making ingots. This isn't part of that efficient setup over there. It's its own little train. And like I said, this is where I've had issues of some trains running into each other. But it's all good. You can see everything's rolling. So up here, you know, it gets fed into my power and then it feeds through to some more stuff. But all this stuff here is just basically making all the stuff I showed you down in my storage room. Come over here. These are making my high-grade machinery parts. Yeah, advanced machinery parts. Yeah, I got room to expand. And over here is where our juice is coming from. Being pumped out from that blue stuff on the ground there. You can see it there on the side. So now I am looking forward to doing alright, so come back over here. You can see we have the first 2 parts of that part up there. So this one's actually a 3-level system here. I do have an elevator. We can go down. Yeah. But like I said, I have multiple train setups doing the same thing. And it gets kind of crazy at times. Alright. So here is a good example where I had to move my train because something bad was about to happen. So I had a track going through this way. And from what I forget, I think it ran into something. To tell you the truth. Yeah, see, it ran into another track itself, which is no good. So this train was already disabled. So I just removed the tracks that were in the way, and it was able to continue forward. Well, one of them. This one here, we allowed it. But you can see this one here would have ran into my next elevator down here. And we can't have that. That's kind of bad. But I believe, because we moved it over, we'd better move these out of the way so that it can get through. But it shouldn't miss the elevator and just keep on going, I'm hoping. That's pretty cool, though. Let's go drive a line all the way down to my power box back there. Alright, let's head up. Alright, so this is the platform I started working on the mountain here at. Back here, this is where that ingot was coming in. And this is where I had one going down, one coming up. And like I said, it kind of jams things up. But we'll deal with this one later. But yeah, I had a whole bunch of storage. I started filling them up, moving stuff over. So I'd have enough stuff to build everything that I needed. And there's still a lot of running back and forth over to my original base. But yeah, I started to power up there, and then we got some levels there. But all that is just to supply my room in here. I like it. Alright, so we have in our inventory 375. So we should be able to see what this thing looks like. I'm scared. Finish construction. Yes. Wow, look at him. That's me. That's a really big me. That is so cool. So that's what my character's supposed to look like. If I was in multiplayer, you would should check out the new trailer they just put out. It shows what a lot of multiplayer people look like together. Kind of cool. But yeah, that's the monument. So there's nothing else to do with it. Are the ports still back here? Oh, the ports disappeared. How about that? Alright, so my next stage. My next stage is this. I want to craft all this blast furnace, hot air stove module, air intake. But you can see a lot of this requires concrete, which means I'm going to have to start mining some of that, the stone down there, and we'll have to make some concrete. But yeah, I'm going to get a whole bunch of this set up so that I can explain all of that to you guys. And hopefully we'll be ready for the next update, which will probably be a Science Station 5. Well, but, you know, of all the Science Station, this one here was a killer. That required so much piston rods and polymer boards. Jeez. Alright, so this was a good one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Click that like button. We'll see you guys next turn. Thanks for watching.